pardon me for how I look, y'all, but I wanted to tell a spooky story time. Okay, so this story time takes place at my old apartment. If you know me, you know that one of my apartments caught on fire when I was living here, and then I still live in the same complex. I just moved to a different side. So this had to be like 2021 or 2022. No, probably 2021 because this was after the pandemic. Um, yeah, I had a ghost in my apartment, like, and I thought I was tripping, like, at first, and like even like my dog used to watch it and like see it floating around in the room, and like he would just like look and watch it and just sit, look and watch it for hours at a time. So I knew it was something that was in my house. So and like my dog, I think he was like 4 months old at that time, and he was like getting older and older, but he was still doing the same thing in that same apartment. And so like I had this girlfriend that I used to talk to, and me and her, we used to always be kikiing on the phone or whatever the case may be. And I would always see a dark shadow like go like that across the phone. Like, and it never failed every time. And I could be on the phone with somebody else and I would see a dark shadow pass my face. I would be on the phone doing FaceTime or anything, and I would just see a shadow. And then one time I was in the house by myself, and I was hearing noises. I was hearing a lot of stuff that was going on in my apartment. It was weird stuff that was happening. And just like weird like bugs and stuff like started popping up, like crickets was coming out of my bathroom. It was just crazy. Or grasshoppers, like it was crazy. It was weird stuff coming out of my, it was just a whole bunch of stuff going on. And so um yeah, so and I would pray and like try to bless the house and stuff like that. I was told not to use sage because sage can be used for witchery. So I didn't want to use any sage, and so I wanted to try to just keep on blessing my house, and stuff like that. I kid you not. I kid you not. I came home from work and the whole building caught on fire. My dogs was in the apartment at that time. The apartment, apparently it had a bad storm. The storm hit the roof. The storm or a lightning hit the top of the roof where some wiring or whatever, and basically the apartment building caught on fire from the inside out. So the fire was coming through the walls. Came home, my whole apartment was on fire, sprinklers, everything. I literally was on the phone with my sister, and I jumped out the car to go try to save my dogs. Man, it was so crazy. After that, was homeless for a little bit until the apartments was able to get another unit available. Okay, so part two, the apartment caught on fire, and I'm homeless, displaced, all hell breaking loose. Red Cross showed up. They was able to give us like room vouchers and like money to like get food and basic necessities and stuff like that. I ended up going to my mama house, which was a whole nother ordeal, and that she ended up getting my car towed. Yep, yeah, that's another story time. I mean, we in a better place right now, but I don't know. It was bad. It was bad. So I had to get my car and use the money that I had just got from Red Cross to get my car out of the tow truck, out of the tow yard, excuse me. Um, but yeah, once I was able to get into the new apartment, I felt like something had followed me from that old apartment to this apartment. And like it would, like my dog, he would still do the same things, like looking at the ceiling and just watching, and like, and it would be one in particular corner that he would be watching in the living room, that's by in between two windows in my living room. And he would just sit there and just stare there, and like I would know that he's looking at something because his eyebrows would like twitch and like move and all of that other stuff, like he was watching him. So one day, um the flashes, the gray shadows started, the black shadows started popping back up on my phone and stuff like that. And like one time I had came home and I literally thought I saw a person in my closet, and it was nothing there. um um I felt like, and then I heard something like run up the stairs, because in my apartment complex it's 3 stories, and the stairs are like right in front of my door. And like I would hear people like on the stairs or running up the stairs, and there would be nobody up there. So one time, I actually had a friend who's a herbalist. She actually had like rosemary, chamomile, um, some rose and lavender and some other stuff. And she was like, here, take these herbs and light them on fire, let the smoke, and walk through your house and pray. I found a Bible scripture, and I prayed over my house, and I kept praying and I kept praying until I began to cry and cry out, and I could feel my body start to like get. It felt like my body was getting strong. I could feel that my presence of God was really with me and me blessing my house. And I was just like, you have no authority here. You have no power here. Whatever it is, be gone. Go back to where you came from or go on to the next life. And I was expressing how I wasn't afraid of it, and that this is not your home. This is my home. And I literally cast out a shadow person